Welcome back to United Gamers Authority. I am Shade Hunter, and today we are back in ICARUS, and we're going to be going over a little bit of information. It's going to be a short and sweet video. We're going to be diving in, and we're going over the UI. I'm not going to be going over the UI of the character screen or the spaceship, because those will be in different videos. What we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and jump into 3 different worlds. I've got the open world, the mission type, and the outpost, just so that we can kind of see the difference between the 3. So right now, let's just go ahead and jump into the training grounds of the open world, and I'll show you that. All right, here we are in the world, and we're going to start at the top of the screen. The top center, you have a compass. The compass will also show up different objectives that you have for different missions and whatnot. On the right side of the screen at the top, you have your temperature and different warning systems that you have. Then you have underneath that, you have your forecast. The small green dots are clear, comfortable weather, and then you'll have a buildup and it's a buildup of the storm is what that is. And from what I can tell, depending on your difficulty, depends on how long the storm lasts. The storm is the yellow section. It's hard to point at it, but it's up in this upper right-hand corner of the screen. On easy difficulties, you only have a 1 square section of bad weather. And you always want to pay attention to that, because on some of the other difficulties and some of the other maps, you will have 2 or 3 squares of that bad weather. So you always want to keep an eye on that area of the map or UI, so that you know how far and how long you can be out and about. As that gets closer to the left side of that bar, the weather will increase in strength and duration. So your current day is on the far left, and upcoming days are on the far right. And that's over the course of 3 days. So I've got about a day and a half of good weather, and it slowly goes by. Then underneath that, you have the time of day, the type of biome you're in, and the version of the game you're on. Then if we go in the bottom left, you have the plus sign bar down there. It's it shows it up on the map. So down here you have your health bar, which there is a way to make your health bar longer. We will get that into that in other videos. Then underneath that, you have your temperature, which going into different biomes and different times of day, you definitely want to pay attention to this. When there's no arrows and it's just sitting in the middle, you're in good temperature, you're temperate or comfortable. When there's arrows that are blue on the left, pointing to the left, that means you're getting colder. On the right, if they're orange, pointing to the right, you're getting hotter. And you can tell that by just standing next to a fire. Then you have your O2 meter right here that says how much oxygen you have. You have your hunger meter and your water meter. Moving on to the right, we have our action bar down here. The L is for your light, and we'll show how that works in other videos. And then you have 10 slots that you can put different items. And we'll get into my recommendation on how you use that later. And then the G is a specialty slot. That is where you carry animals on your back to come back to base, or you have different equipment for different missions that you would put on your back that would go there. And we'll explain how that works later on. But that is it for the open world. Let's see how it changes to a different world. Okay, here we are in Outposts. And one thing that I forgot to mention on the other one is if you have multiplayer, you can type in messages by just hitting enter, and on the left hand side here you will see a box show up for your messages, and if you just hit enter again, it will eventually fade. Also in the dead center, right about this area here, a little ways above your action bar, there is the stamina bar. And as you can see in this world, nothing has really changed. The only difference is the 3-day forecast. There's not any bad weather because I have it set on the easiest difficulty, so it will be a lot milder in the weather on the outposts on easy. And here we are in the missions world, and there's a couple of changes when you choose the missions. The biggest changes is at the top, right underneath the compass. You have your timer, and it seems like it's ticking down pretty quick, but we'll get into the caveats of the mission timer in another video. And then over here on your left hand side, you will have your mission that you are supposed to be doing. Right now it just says, you know, explore Icarus, but that is pretty much it. And there is a wolf right there. That is not cool. I was supposed to have them turned off. Oh wait, on the other one. Never mind. So I'm just gonna go up here, and I have nothing on me, so the videos on this one are going to be interesting. So that's it. That is the UI in a nutshell. Thank you all for joining me. Really do appreciate it. If you liked what you see, if it was at least remotely useful, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Later.